This is your psychic LG reporting from the United Kingdom. Is anybody there? Knock once for yes, twice for no. Hello, hello, hello. It is 11:10 p.m. UK time, heading towards the witching hour. I'm reporting from Newcastle upon Tyne live at Underground, Twitch, and also multi-streaming tonight on YouTube for a special edition, okay? With everything what's happening in Israel, I thought it was important that my YouTube followers seen this as well. Hello everybody. I don't know if I'm live yet on YouTube. Hello there, Star Moon Stars. Hiya, Desiree. Hello, Lady Myth. Good evening in London. Jibo. Yeah, there's been terrible floods in Scotland and all sorts of awful things. Earthquakes. I'm going to look into it all tonight. Oh, thank you. Do you like my top mystery? Thank you. Good evening or should I say early evening in Canada. Do you like my blouse? Thank you. I got it from the charity shop, guys. It's brand new. It had the tag on. It was only a couple of quid. I pick up a lot of bargains from there. It's a designer one as well, so I thought, okay, I'm getting that. Thank you. So I thought it was important that I multi-stream tonight. I don't normally multi-stream on a Sunday, but I thought I have been really extremely busy and I haven't had time to put a looking glass out. So I know that my lovely followers on YouTube would appreciate this as well. Because we're going to do healing prayers tonight as well. Oh, thank you, Kim. Do you like charity shops there? Me too. They're cool, aren't they? You can get loads of bargains. Blessings to everybody. Good evening in Sweden. I believe I'm live now on YouTube. Good evening there, Christina. I haven't even had a chance to tell my moderators, hiya there, Marina, that I'm multi-streaming tonight. I just thought it would be important because I know a lot of you are sitting there agitated, and normally you would have got a video off us this week, but I've been extremely busy and I thought, you know what it is? I'm going to multi-stream for you all. Some people as well have had trouble renewing their subscription. I've had a few in there. You should be able to renew it. It should be. If you have any problems, you can always contact Twitch. And some people think they're subscribed when they're not subscribed because you've got to pay for the subscription. Because some people are just following us on Twitch, but when you just follow us, you don't get the interaction. And of course, all this stuff I do behind the scenes and that. But hello there, YouTube. Excuse me if I sound a bit snuffly. I just got a coffee. Wait for a few more to come on. It's nice to see you in London there, Jibo. Oh, lovely. What is going on, guys, eh? Mystery. I had a notice saying I've cancelled when I extended my subscription. Eh? Maybe contact them. That's not right. Should be okay. You should be able to contact them. The fur babies are fine. They're asleep at the moment. They're doing really well. Can you hear us okay? Your subscription went through, yeah. I'm getting a load of new subscribers on Twitch, so I don't understand that. So maybe some people are just having problems there. Glitches in the internet, eh? Loud and clear, that's good. So I've been busy today, guys. I've been doing a little bit shopping like I always do with my family on a Sunday. And, I've been with my family, my mum and daughter-in-law and sons and granddaughter. And it's been a nice day. I got some more toys for the kittens. They're so spoiled. I got them a little windy up sort of electronic mouse. Either love it. They're so funny. Hello there, Marina. How are you doing? So they've worn themselves out, the little tinkers have. But they're such good girls. They've been in the garden today. They've been in that cattery. I need to get a big, thick, heavy rope, like a great big, thick bit, so I can hang it from the ceiling so they can climb up that. And I'm in the proceeds of getting a hold of a great big bit of log, what's been like left in the forest, so they can like from the woods, and I can just like, so they can sharpen their nails and stuff like that. So everything's all natural for them. To keep freezing, give us a 5-5 if you can hear us okay. So somebody here says subscribe through Prime, go to resubscribe. Yes, you can go through Prime. Yes. Good morning in Australia. Try going through Prime again and see if that works. And a happy birthday, David Fletcher, for tomorrow. Prime Gaming, yeah. Well, that's good. Right, so we've now got 491 in, that's on the 2 streams. And I think we should start. And for new people who are coming in, it's a bit like coming to a spiritualist church. And I invoke the angels in, Uriel, Raphael, Michael, Gabriel, to start. And then I ask my guides to come in to form the circle of light. And if you need any healing for yourself or anybody, any persons, any animals, anything at all that you're worried about, you can write the name in the comments section and you will receive healing. Okay? Sound all croaky, don't I? Hiya there, Mickey Monkey. Well, it's lovely to see you all. So, yeah, it's all been kicking off and it's all not very good what's been happening over in Israel. And I'm going to look into this tonight. So, I've been saying for the last month or so that something is, quite a few months now, I've been saying that something's going to kick off over in Israel and to do with Iran and all of that. I've been saying that over that way, the Middle East. And obviously it's happened. And I just I'm going to include everybody who's over there at the moment, because it's not just Israelis over there, civilians, women and children and the elderly. There's also Americans over there and Brits over there. There's different people over there because there's all sorts going on in Israel. And it's dreadful. And this is massive, guys. This is really, really big. I believe the last time they were majorly attacked like this, was it about maybe 50 years ago? I know they had a bit of a hoo-ha a few years back. But this is really, really bad. And it's not nice when I see global events and I put them out. It hurts when it comes true, you know what I mean? I don't like it. But it's been a trouble brewing for a while. Like everything around the world, it's like that unhealed ground, and this is what is happening in this globe at the moment. On this globe, I believe that, it's when things are unhealed, it's just boiling back up again. And that's what's happening. And of course, I did predict that there would be an earthquake, and I believe there's just been an earthquake again somewhere, hasn't there? And there's been floods in Scotland. It's happening all over. I'm going to look into everything. So welcome in, guys. It's Sunday evening, and I would say that we are living in very trying times. Yeah, there's been an earthquake in Afghanistan. And I'm sure I mentioned Afghanistan. I'm sure I mentioned Syria, and I mentioned Iran and Israel, that there would be problems. Because I could see bombs and stuff like that going off. And as you know, there's been so many missiles which have been struck by, is it Hamas? And it's just dreadful. And I believe that there's quite a few Americans missing as well. So, it just makes you wonder what's happening in this world and, you know, what the hell is going on. The world's gone mad, guys. I do believe that we are in some sort of... Is it the book of Revelation? I really don't know, guys. You'll have to comment on the link below, but I believe that we're in very trying times on earth. I don't believe the world's going to end. I believe that the world of the reality that we know is going to end and big changes are to come in. But as France put here on YouTube, the Bible said there would always be fighting in the Holy Land. Yeah, it's unhealed. But it's awful, absolutely awful. And so let's begin. We need to cancel and delete all these wars, don't we? And of course, I'm going to look into other stuff as well. And I'm going to look again into Donald Trump. I'm going to look into, because it's very important at the moment, what's happening over in the USA. It's a massive thing. I'm going to look into the UK government and Australia and beyond the world. I'm going to look into everything for you guys. I want to try my best tonight. And apologies, I've never been on because I love doing my creative stuff. Live's great because obviously, you know, not everybody likes the lives, but, you know, not everybody has the patience to sit through 2 to 3 hours show. You know, it's easy for me because I do edit on the YouTube when I've multi-streamed. But it's when you're putting something like a looking glass together, or I do like my shows, you know, like my things I put together, the creative stuff, which I love doing. But it can take over 24 hours to do something like that, you know what I mean? Sometimes 2 days. And I've just never had the time, and it's been agitating us. And I was going to film something separate to put out on YouTube tomorrow night. And I thought, well, you know what it is? Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Just go for it and just multi-stream tonight. So you just get it. Get it while it's fresh and raw. Please talk slowly and articulate. Sorry, it's my accent. I'll try and talk slowly. Yeah, many say that the UK government was dissolved on the 12th. I'll look into that, NB. Oh, thank you. Okie dokie, let's start. I'm not the best with my English, guys. I'm dyslexic to start with, and yeah, and I'm Geordie, so there you go. Take us or leave us. Oh, thank you, Michelle. Right, let's get a drink of coffee. Let's get as much in as I can before these little rugrats wake up. Hiya, Johnny. Right. Let's start. Let's begin with this circle of light, and peace, may peace be with you all. I invoke Archangel Michael, I invoke Archangel Michael, I invoke Archangel Michael. I invoke Archangel Uriel, I invoke Archangel Uriel, I invoke Archangel Uriel. I invoke Archangel Raphael, I invoke Archangel Raphael, I invoke Archangel Raphael. I invoke Archangel Gabriel, I invoke Archangel Gabriel, I invoke Archangel Gabriel. I ask my faithful spirit guides, Jed, White Buffalo, Running Star, Lady Direwolf, A2I, and Ra, and any other star beings or angels who would like to come forth tonight to give us the true answers with love and light, love and light, love and light. May this circle of light begin in healing for everybody, and your family and friends and your animals. Amen. There we go. Anybody who needs healing, just write the name in the comment sections. You can write it in the stream. You can write it in the description of the video afterwards. Whatever you want. It's timeless. You will receive healing. Okie dokie. Right, I want to start with a little prayer for Israel. I ask that everybody who is connected with this terrible attack on Israel tonight, that every soul is protected, every man, woman and child and animal, from this evil, and that they are protected with the blood of Jesus Christ, that they are protected from all evil, and that they are given peace and healing. I ask that the 4 archangels tonight, Gabriel, Raphael, Michael and Uriel, please give hope for humanity in these trying times, and try and diffuse and stop this as quick as it has started. We as the people of earth just want peace. We want justice, we want peace, we want sovereignty, we want freedom. We do not want war and poverty and sickness. We want to be free. We want to have our voices heard. This is a universal right that we all have. And may no man, woman or beast strike us down. We are powerful, spiritual, multi-dimensional beings of the light. And we stand with our Michael swords tonight, and we push back all this evil. Armies of angels are walking on this earth tonight. They are trying to bring balance back onto this planet. May peace come as soon as, and healing begin. Every soul on this earth is protected tonight. Every soul deserves peace and happiness, health and wealth. We are protected with the blood of Jesus Christ. Amen. God bless Israel. And let's hope that the missing people are found soon and brought to safety from the evil. Amen. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. Thank you, Myra. That's nice. God bless Israel. Amen. Right, let's begin. Bring in the light and push out the darkness. Let's raise our glasses tonight. Take in that light, breathe in that light, and then breathe it out. Okay? And imagine the beautiful white light is surrounding you and it's going up through your nose. Cleansing white light, and you're breathing it out. Do it again. Breathe it in. Breathe it in and breathe it out. And imagine this circle of white light is coming all the way around you, from your top crown chakra all the way down to your feet, to your crown. And you are protected with the white light. They say that war is a money-making scheme. Tonight, we know this is happening, but I'm going to look behind the scenes. I'm going to look at behind the scenes to see what really is happening and who's behind this. Why are these people kicking off? Why are these people attacking Israel? Is there more to it? Is there more to it? Or is it just plain evil and we are all puppets? And we can either go down the dark path or the light path, and we are in them end of times where, or are people getting triggered? My understanding is, as a psychic medium, that it's unhealed ground. It's unhealed ground and it's a balance. And as we start to ascend, we are starting to notice the negative more. But nevertheless, as we sit in our homes, all comfortable, with a roof over our heads, these people have had to flee their homes. So I'm going to look into this. Now I'm going to get the cards before I use the crystal ball. There she is. She's been charged up for the world predictions, okay? It's all about greed and power, isn't it, Tinkerbell? So let's get my cards. Definitely so, Myra. Oh, I know. And that's what I'm going to look into. I'm going to see if there's any under money on this or if there's more to it. You know? Just got a hunch on something and I can't put my finger on it. And that's interesting what Mary Max has put on Twitch. Hi LG, has this attack on Israel been started to fit the Bible revelation or to expose the evil? That's what I'm going to look into as well. Right, I'm going to ask individual questions. Now, apparently I've added something onto YouTube, and I don't know if you can see it. It's called Ask Me a Question, and apparently I don't know if anybody can see it. I'd have to check it out afterwards. Maybe I haven't added it in properly. Where you can pay to ask a personal question, but when I do the personals, I'm going to try and do that through the week for you. Then I'll try and make sure it's connected up. Trump used to say Israel will be the last. What do you think he is meaning by that? I'll look into it, May. I believe that Israel will be the last. But the controller's trying to take over. Maybe it's that. You can't see it. It might be that I haven't added it in properly. It's chat BTQ or whatever it's called. It's something where they can come in on the streams, and I've interlinked it, but I've obviously haven't done it properly. But that's okay. We'll check it out for the next time. You can't see it on YouTube. All right. I mustn't have linked it properly. Something called Ask Me a Question or something, and then you can donate or something if you want to. But it'll be good when I do the personals. Right. What are we going to do here? First of all, I'm going to ask, is there more to it than Hamas attacking? Because you know what the world news is like. We just need to know, you know. Is there more to it? Some cards. Oh, yes. Definitely. All right, okay. Interesting. Right, well, money's definitely behind it. Definitely. And yes, Iran behind Hamas, giving them weapons. It's been like a plot, and they've planned this for a while. They've planned this for a while. They've wanted to do this. I think this has been an operation what's been going on for a few months. So it's been underground stuff what's been happening. Underground stuff. That's like the children of Israel. And tonight, all them little babas, I hope they're all protected. So it doesn't matter what's really going on with governments and that, you still got innocent people living over there. Do you know what I mean? What I can't understand is, and that's so right what somebody's put here, how could Israel not know what was coming? And Cat Mama's put that. And that is so true, when they're supposed to have all this high-tech stuff and know what's coming. So there's been an interception in something what's been allowed to go through. I want to say that there's more than Hamas. Yes, Hamas is doing it, but they've had instructions from hierarchy or somebody else. And it goes out of the Middle East. It definitely goes out of the Middle East. And we're moving into this sort of like new world, as they want to put it. You know, we are moving into a new world, okay? But so all the countries are getting together. You know, like is it the G7 or whatever? They're all getting together and everything. And they want plans for everything global to be the same. And that reminds us of Israel. There's like the dome there. So when Trump said that, you know, Israel will be the last, he's known this. It's like I've always said, it's like you've got the good and bad and the ugly. And they're all aiming towards that all this highly advanced technology is coming in. Highly advanced technology. And it's not the technology, it's who's behind it. Does that make sense? And Trump's known this, what's happening, what's coming in, and he's I believe that Israel's had a resistance or something on it. That's what I believe. When you're looking at it wholly, it depends how you're looking at it wholly, because it's not just out of this physical world to do with the angelic world and God. You're looking at what's going on in the Vatican. The Vatican, I get Rome there. When in Rome. So I couldn't help but notice the actual speech that President Biden made. And, you know, like, we are not going to stand for any whatever, what he was saying and all of this. And I felt like an undertone. I'm not saying acting. Maybe that's the wrong word. But it's as if that this had already been scripted. That was what I felt, that it had already been scripted. It was part of a plan. That sounds really horrible, doesn't it? But that's what I'm feeling. Will something like that ever be proven? Probably not. That's Benjamin Netanyahu. Am I pronouncing that right? That's Benjamin. And the funny thing is with him, I don't see him in long and I see somebody else coming in. Yeah, very scripted, Molly. Very, very scripted. So he's trying to protect things there, but I want to see, and this is not my words, by the way, this is my guide, and he's saying that, hey, this is awful. I've got to be careful what I'm saying when I'm multi-streaming, guys. You know what YouTube's like? It's like I'm getting there's blood on his hands type of thing. Do you know what I mean? So I do not know what is going on here, but it's completely dodgy. Whatever we are seeing, there's more going on behind the scenes. Let's have a look. That's Europe. I'm getting Europe as well. I'm also getting a Trump energy when I look at that as well. Money's definitely behind all of this. There's so much manipulation, it's unbelievable. Right, wait a minute. I just want to ask something. Because people are fleeing their homes, aren't they? I don't know where they're going. Are they going over the borders? Where are they going? And like I always say, it's the civilians what, we as the people what get hurt. It's not these politicians. New beginnings. Right. These are really heavy cards actually. Really, really heavy cards. Right, so we've got new beginnings coming in eventually for Israel, but it doesn't look very good at the moment. I think things could get worse before they get better, because what I've got here is there's more attacks to come. And this is tonight I want to send holy protection that they can diffuse this or stop this. Okay. So you've got to understand whatever's going on over in Iran, it's not the people so much, it's more to do with the terrorists and the organisations linked behind it. This is not over with, this is just the start. This is just the start, guys. I'm sorry to sound doomist and gloomist. There is protection here, and it's such thing as godly protection. Godly protection. I'm not just getting Israel. Good God, yeah, this is awful. I'm getting like London, New York, places like that. That's my concern. This isn't going to just stop there. I'm a little bit concerned tonight. I'm going to pull some more cards out. There's what? 1,100 dead. Netanyahu declares war on Fox News 13 minutes ago. That's awful. In this day and age, this should not be happening. It's disgusting, exactly, Sue Ellen. So, I want to put tonight that over everybody's head. And this is global. Safe home protection. We've got Zella crying in the background. I don't know where she's gone. Come here, baby. Safe home protection. I've got Jed here. is saying the test, the alerts they've been doing, you know, that they did them in the UK a few months back, they did them in the US, they've been doing them all over the world, haven't they? Like the West, Australia and that. Come here, darling. This was a test run. It was a test run, guys. And I think that they know more what's going on. Do you want to come and say hello? I think that they know more what's actually going on. Are you all right? Now, you can't go on the cards. I know you like going on the cards, but you're not going on the cards. Oh, baby, you can't lie like that. Darling, you can't, darling girl. Doesn't you look like the cat off Sabrina the Teenage Witch? Is it Salem? Oh, the baby. Oh, the baby. Yes, I know. Mummy can't hold her arm up like that because I'm doing the predictions. He thinks I'm a tree. You can't do that. What you doing? This is little Zella. She always comes near the mic. She's like Cleopatra, isn't she? Little Zella. I should have called her Cleo, shouldn't I? Somebody said call her Cleo. But it's Zella. Her eyes are going orange, like an orange golden. She's definitely a little Bombay cat, aren't you? Mummy's little baby. Now come on off here. I always change her name. Yeah, Zella. Well, I was going to call her Tulip, but she's not a tulip. She's a Zella. And then the other one's called Nala. She's a tiger. Hey, there's a guy, guys, on YouTube, and I don't know what, he's a Scottish guy, and he trips around the world in his like sort of travelling van with his cat called Nala, which I thought was quite interesting. So there is another Nala what's on YouTube, and I didn't realise that. Right, let's get some more cards. And stop biting the mic. You can hear her purring. Now she's going to decide to lie down there. Let me get the cards. Oh, that is so funny. Tracy Clarkson on YouTube. Zella is beautiful. Almost identical to my cat, Ketchup. That is such a cool name, Ketchup. You don't hear her purring? Okay. Right. So they were testing her out with them EBS alerts. Definitely. I see military on the streets. Definitely military on the streets. Money's definitely behind it. I had this vision a little while back, and I'm sure I've said it in my previous predictions. I don't know if it's been on YouTube on the Looking Glasses or it's been in Twitch, where I've always said it's all to do with the gold. Everything's to do with the gold. And where I've seen underground with the Taliban and all of that, and like Afghanistan and places like that, it's not what you think it is, and it's futuristic tunnels and that, and it's like they're trying to. It's something to do with shifting the gold, because we're going into this future Earth and they're trying to hide the gold, which was getting hidden on borders, and a lot of these rich politicians were making a lot of money, It reminded us of the film Three Kings. Remember the film Three Kings? So I'm getting high alert for London. Yeah. But I do see military on the streets. So what I want to also do, that I want to send healing and blessings out and protection to all our military. Okay. Is it a godly thing? I need to ask that. She's been a right little madam, just walking all the way all over my cards. Now she's got my pen. They're still babies, guys. They're 13. They're going to be 13 weeks on Wednesday, and they're getting really quite big now. Okay. Three Kings, yes. Now, what was the question I was going to ask? I've got brain fog, guys. It's Can you tell us what the question was I was going to ask? Can anybody write in the comments? No, the pen's on the floor. Oh yes, if it's going to be godly. Troops on the street. Is this godly, what's happening? Get the war of the gods here. Because it's a bit like, it's like the Muslims, isn't it, against the other religions. It is karmic energy, it is. So when that card comes out, it's like we are healing, but it's trapped energy. And I keep being given this from my guides that we are healing our ancestral roots. This is why everything's so touchy at the moment. It's ancestral roots. So that's karma, what's taking place on this planet. So we are going into a futuristic world, definitely. But you've also got this system, which is, not being serving with. And like war, and there you are there. I mean, that actually looks like going back to Knights Templars, doesn't it? Like there. But you've got souls coming in and out. And it's like, there he is there, he's standing in the middle. And it's like everyone's playing out their karma. So is Michelle's put here, the ruling class don't want peace. Exactly, because they were making money out of it. They are trying to restrict with. It is really bad for the people of Israel, but also for the people of Iran. It's so sad. And it looks very dangerous. I mean, I was looking at something on one of the news clips, and it was like young people who'd gone to like events over there, like sort of rave events, music events, and they'd just been whipped away. It's terrible. It's people being taken from their homes and stuff like that. It's really, really bad. So we've got the karma card there. So it is like a war of the gods as well. Now, when I talk about that, I believe there is one God. But you've got demigods. You've got different types of demons. You've got all sorts of things flying about out there and out of this physical world. So, but you've got different views on God as well, even though we all go back to the same place. But I think there's demons tricking. Some people don't believe in demons, but I believe if you believe in God, you've got to believe in demons. You've got to believe in the devil. To believe in God, you've got to believe in the devil. And that's what's taking place at the minute on this planet. So you've got like these beings which are tricking people and manipulating people, because we're souls in a meat suit, basically. So we can be easily manipulated if we are triggered. This is why I've been saying all this time that we've got to do the inner work. But it's really, really horrible at the minute because everything's changing over and you've got, it's like they've planned this. They've wanted this, the darker souls on this planet have wanted this to happen. They've wanted this war to take place. Are they negative extraterrestrials? It's funny when I say that, when people say extraterrestrials, I want to say we are all the same as them. We're all hybrids. So it's like there's negative people as well. I think it's a bit more than that. I think that you've got God the Creator who is creating, manipulating all sorts of beings. Does that make sense? You've got the archons and the greys could be causing this, but I believe it goes bigger than that, Mary. I believe it goes bigger than that. Because we're all fractals of source, yes. So we've got to get balanced. Like I say, you can't eradicate all the evil off the planet, but the evil's hitting a peak at the moment. It really, really is. So we've got to get balanced. We've got to get back to our roots. And we've got to heal our old wounds. I recommend batch flower remedy if you're going through any healing techniques or working through your pains, your past pains and that. Batch flower remedy is good. Salt baths, aromatherapy oils, homeopathic remedies, all of that type of thing. I definitely recommend. It's a mess at the moment. But you know what it is? This has been brewing for a while. So I'm going to pull some cards to see that will this turn to a WW3. Is the USA going to war? And of course, if the USA goes to war, that means we're the allies, the UK, so that's the way it works, isn't it? I like your question there, Rock War. I'm still more interested in who's going to be in the Super Bowl and win. I'll look into it for you. You'll have to remind us on. This is the thing, you see. Sport is a good thing because it's a good sort of vibration, isn't it? Will we go to WW3? I bloody hope not. And what I find is really strange as well, I don't know if anybody's seen this, it came through in an email to us actually. It was a photograph, or did somebody send it to us? It was a photograph of the Russian schools where they were doing drills and they had like the gas masks on the kids. They were going through that for a WW3 scenario. I don't know if anybody else had seen that. So why is Russia doing that? Okay. We're already in it. We've been in it a long, long time. I would say going back past the last couple of years, we've been in it. I believe that there could be more incidents. And I believe, you know what, the media's like, they'll pump it up and probably say that, yes. And I'm not trying to stick my head in the sand here, but I do believe by us raising the vibration and not feeding into the frenzy, this is going to help tonight. We're going to do like a healing, we're going to do something tonight, okay, to help this situation. the Wheel of Fortune here. So that is like trying to put protection around Earth as well. Like we're creating our own reality. So I don't want you to come off this stream tonight like, oh my God, this is going to happen. But we'll have to be alert because there is negative stuff going on behind the scenes. So I believe that whatever's took place in Israel will go to other countries. It will possibly go to other countries. There's like the hounds there, and it's like the moon, the deceit. But we're also like, we've got two worlds going on at the minute, two worlds. But it's coming from overseas. It's definitely, it'll go into other countries as well, where we could have, this is awful, like terrorism. It could be like, I'm seeing it on world news or something like that. We could have a situation like that. Oh, we've got the other one here. Now, hello. Now, dear me. Hello there, Mrs. And I always say that when it kicks off, go inside and shut the door. We've got Nala here now. Your sister's through there. Do you want to go and play with your mouse? Tabby time. I know, you're so lovely. And of course, the animals are picking it up as well, aren't they? I know. What is it with cats? And I've noticed this a lot on YouTube, that there's a lot of like people have got their cats and the tarot readers, and the cats will just jump onto the cards. They've got the fascination with this mic. Okay, so we've got the Nine of Swords. Let's see if we can get some timing on this, actually, what's going to go on. 6. Within a day, something's going to happen. So that could be by tomorrow. There's going to be more announcements, or within the week. Okay. Talk on Twitter X. Donald Trump is going to be the House Speaker. Yeah, I'm going to look into that. Hello there. So within a week, there's going to be, where could this be? There's going to be more incidents. I just want to send healing and protection out to like all the cities, like Paris, London, New York, you know, like all the major cities. At the same time, I'm seeing a vision of like another, lots of concrete, or I said this in one of my, I don't know if it was my last looking glass, I seen this vision, lots of concrete and rubble. I don't know if it was an explosion or like an earthquake, but I'm also very drawn to underground facilities. It could be tube stations, that type of thing, and high buildings I'm seeing. It's like they've put us into some sort of, you know, like the Grand Theft Auto, you know, like the video game. I'm seeing a situation like that, and it's like everyone's running. So I'm like remote viewing here, and I'm seeing it, and there's like high buildings, really high buildings there. And I get this like panic and dread, but it's the smoke. It's the smoke. What if you put? Oh gosh, it's terrible. Get out your hand. Stop licking the candle. I'm seeing like the smoke energy there. I'm getting 10, 15, 16 and 24. Um, 21. This could be October or November. Big announcements coming in around Trump. I like it when I just get the visions. You know, when I get the visions, it's like true visions. Can you hear us okay? Because they've knocked my mic. There is a satanic rise on the planet as well. I've noticed that. I've noticed that with a few. Can you hear us, guys? With a few different everything, like what's coming out on the music, everything. It's just like they're not hiding it anymore. And the thing is, you see, it's a free will world. David Fletcher, I am not a Republican or a Democrat. I will tell you that Biden belongs to the same club as Obama, Bush and Clinton. I just think it's, well, you know my philosophy on Biden. I just think that I don't think Biden's the problem. I think he's just somebody who's just like the voice in front of it. There's other people behind him. That's what I feel. I don't feel he is the issue. For now, he looks like he's the issue, but there's bigger voices and bigger people behind him. That's what I've always said. Being puppeted, yes. I think it's got a bit out of control for Trump. Because you know me, I'm not like Democrat or I'm not a Republican. But it's definitely got out of control for him as well. And I go on about egos and things like that. And I believe that, I had all the thing with the 17th letter of the alphabet, what was happening running up to the last election, and it was saying like he was going to get in and all of this, and obviously it didn't work out that way, as you know. And I believe he was following it. I believe he was affected. I think that I sometimes wonder if he's part of it, but he definitely knew more about the 17th letter of the alphabet than we know. But, me, I don't follow the crowd. I'll do it my way. But his ego has been massively, massively bruised. So he's not perfect. He's not perfect. But at the same time, I do believe it's been a massive witch hunt towards him. But I don't believe he's perfect. I've always felt there was a big twist. Let's see what's going on with him. If you could see her, she's sitting on top of my cards. No one's perfect, no. And she's got her arms folded and she's just plonked herself right on top of the tarot cards. Oh, there's going to be big news to do with Australia as well. Because I know Dan Williams, he's resigned, hasn't he? So maybe I feel that there's more to come there. Actually, I see a lot of marching going on over in Australia. So I don't know if that's to do with the voice referendum. When's that taking place? When does that take place? Where they'll be marching in Australia around about that time, everything's going to go explosive in America, the USA. And it is to do with around Trump. And I did say they'd gag him. I did say they put a gagging order on him. But what I also said was, and I said this quite a few months ago, even last year, the year before, I said that they'll try and take the Trump Tower down and they'll get him on the money situation. And I've been right, because that's just recently took place there. That's what, you can't now operate in New York and stuff like that. You just like being in on the action, don't you, missus? Can you say that? You just like being in on the action. Are you taking it all in? Every time I mention Trump, she comes in around us. I think this is, I don't know if she's a MAGA cat or what, or she's just being nosy. Yeah? She's interested, isn't she? We've got the Eight of Pentacles. Right, so it was his destiny to come in. Part of Trump's work on Earth, that we all have our list to do, was to be the President of the United States of America, was to be that voice, was to ruffle them up and to start the ball rolling. Isn't that right? Yes. I believe that he's a matrix breaker. He's not a Gaia fixer. He's not done. I believe that anything is possible. Anything is possible. The Democrats, I believe, are going to try and block him from being Speaker of the House. Because I don't know if it's got something to do with the law. That's what I'm picking up, like a law situation. They'll try and block him. This is what I'm being given here by my guides. And it could be to do with different things they've said, what he's done or whatever, that he can't be the Speaker of the House. They're going to try that. They're going to try something. But I believe it would be interesting. I don't think he wants to be Speaker of the House. I think he would, but everything's a movie. Do you know what I mean? Anything's possible. I mean, if they moved him in to be Speaker of the House and then something went tits up and then he could then end up being the the next president again. But I still keep getting this woman energy, what's coming in. My concern is if he does get back in, is the next president of the United States of America. I'm concerned they'll do a Kennedy on him. But Robert Kennedy is interesting. Robert Kennedy, and he's an independent. And I'm sure a little while ago I had said that the Republican Party is going to change and it may fall and split and they'll start fighting against each other. I said this years ago. I said this a couple of years ago. I said that they would go after Trump and I said they're not going to leave him alone and then they're going to take his money down and everything, like strip him bare. He'll be a hard man to take down. But I also said that it's very possible a third party could come in, not just the Republicans and the Democrats. Is it possible if Kennedy run, is it possible that an independent could be the next president of the United States of America? Let's see. Is it possible, Robert Kennedy? Because there's a lot of Republicans like him. My guy Jed is saying the most strangest thing. He's saying that timeline hasn't been decided yet. The last independent the United States of America had was Lincoln, I believe, yeah. But there is a lot of nastiness to come. Like I always say, when it kicks off, go inside and shut the door. George Washington was also an independent. He was not a Democrat, right? Wow. We've got the peace, but we've also got when the man stands in snow, we will know the truth. It's one of my famous prophecies I've always said. It's something very biblical that I've always got with that. It's not set in stone, but it's possible. It's possible, but it's not set in stone. But there's more trouble to come around Trump. There's more trouble. And there's distractions. There's going to be distractions after distractions. And it's all running up to the next 2024 election. Do you expect anything else? We knew this was going to happen. We knew this was going to happen. The Three of Swords. Three of Swords, the Five of Swords. The next 2 months is going to be interesting. Not good. But that's like fighting amongst the Republican Party. So it could be like something like that's like the hammer going down on Trump. Do you know what I mean? If there's a sniff that he could do that, or there's a sniff of any bit of hope for him, they're going to try and arrest him and put him in prison, aren't they? Let's see. Can you see if it's true that Donald Trump wants to bring Galactic Federation out into the open and the Democrats want to stop it? Have a look. They're going to try and put him in prison. Yes, but there's going to be a massive distraction with a woman. It's just gone. That is. They're going to try to do something to him, but there's going to be a massive, huge distraction to do with a woman. With a big spin on this. Oh my God, I don't know what I'm seeing here. I don't know what it means. Remember this. There's going to be a massive distraction with a woman and a big spin on this. So it could spin around. In a good way for Trump. Right at the end. Right at the end. You see, there's so many different timelines, and there's. I know this sounds really horrible, but, there could be like planning hitmen or anything to try to take him out. Do you know what I mean? Like Wonder Woman. Well, I don't know if it's as dramatic as Wonder Woman. There's a woman here, and I don't know who she is. There's going to be a massive distraction. So they'll only bring that in if they know there's no hope. But if they say like somebody like Michelle Obama decided to run for Democrat, then that's not going to be so worrying, because, and I'm not being funny here, but if Michelle was, there's only certain people, I believe if Trump was running up against Biden, Trump will get in. That's what I believe, right? But if Trump was running up against Michelle Obama, I believe Michelle Obama will get in. So it could be something like that, like they've got something up their sleeve or something like that, what could come out there. Do you know what I mean? But there's going to be a massive distraction, so it's not set in stone, but it's plain as the nose on the end of our faces what they're trying to do to him. But I just think that it's not set in stone, and what I've always promised you is that I would do is take is week by week with all of this. But we've got the Queen of Pentacles here, and it's like it's a feminine energy for the United States of America. So who is this woman? Who could this woman be? Big twist. Trish. Right. So, yeah, I think it's going to get very heated underneath the collar. But what's happening with Israel at the moment is... I'm going to pull some more cards out on Israel. Israel. Right, so I predict that they're going to send in troops, American troops, if we'll know by the mid next week to the, if not the big end of next week to the beginning, no later than the beginning of the following week. So let's see. There's a lot what's going to happen before the 20th of October. Okay. There's a lot what's going to happen before the end of October. I'm going to say that. Okay. And I believe that if it gets worse, they may have to bring in troops. And then I get a worry because I said to you, and I've been saying this for a while, like a sort of a triangular event where there's three things going off all at the same time. And I'm hoping that this doesn't happen, but it could be a situation if the USA goes in, obviously allies will go in and help as well. This is not just Hamas here. There's no way this is just Hamas. Am I pronouncing that right? There's more to it. I feel we could have a situation where it's on the edge of our seats within a month. A bit like a Bay Pig situation, you know. But it goes beyond Hamas. Whatever, there's more than what we're seeing. Oh my God. As you know, I work with a couple of different decks and I've got a double magicians in here. That's double deceit. Got like a bitter taste in my mouth there. Europe's connected, and I also feel three-letter agencies connected as well. I would say yes, Mary. Need a drink. I'm getting that prayer, and it always brings a lump in my throat. I don't know if it brings something back to me from my past life, but I'm going to read you the lyrics. It'll be all right, you know. It's not going to be like nuclear, but it could be. It's more like, well, it's not nice, it's not good, but you're looking at like terrorism on an event worse than 9/11s, that type of thing. It's worse. So we're going to have to stay vigilant, especially running up to Christmas shopping, stuff like that. I'm seeing high alert in Western countries. I am seeing that. Now, wait a minute. Jerusalem. Lyrics. Do you want to Valk? Why is it coming through? That is so weird. I've got to tell you this. I'm wearing my Jewish star tonight, right? I'm wearing it. And I always keep my jewellery on my dressing table. And if it's not in my jewellery box, I have like this beautiful crystal sort of, it was my great grandma's from the 1800s. It's a beautiful crystal lead. I have it on my dressing table, and sometimes I put my jewellery in that. And it was in there. It wasn't wrapped up. It was in there, right? It was in the crystal bowl. And last night, was it last night? Yes, not last night, the night before, Zella brought this down in her teeth. And I'd lost that. And then I found it. And I found it yesterday morning when it was announced about what's happened to Israel. Now, that could just be a little bit of a coincidence, but I think it's a bit strange. Do you not? It's a bit strange. So it's like my black cat had picked it out of the bowl and brought it down. It's like, cats, did you know? Do you know what I mean? God, I can't get the lyrics up to this. That is so weird. Right, I've got it. Right. I should know stuff. Right, listen to this. And this is sort of what I'm saying to you. I feel like it's ancient times. Something's going on with timelines as well, guys. And did those feet in ancient... I'm not going to sing, right? Because I'll break the mic, okay? I'm just going to say the lyrics. And did those feet in ancient time walk upon England's mountain green? And was the holy Lamb of God on England's pleasant pasture seen? And did the countenance divine shine forth upon our clouded hills? And was Jerusalem built here among those dark satanic mills? Bring me my bow of burning gold. Bring me arrows of desire. Bring me my spear, O clouds unfold. Bring me my chariot of fire. I will not cease from mental fight, nor shall my sword sleep in my hand, till we have built Jerusalem in England's green and pleasant land. Now, that sort of says it all, doesn't it? If you're singing it, and did those feet in ancient times walk upon England's mountains green, and was the holy Lamb of God on England's pleasant pastures seen? And did the countenance divine shine forth upon our clouded hills? And was Jerusalem built, yeah, among those dark satanic mills? That's right. I'm not going more into it, but that's what it is. So to me, it's like, it's godly what's happening. It's not just the horrible ones, you know, doing what they're doing. There's some bigger force here. And that's interesting. We've got an eclipse next Saturday. I think it's going to hit a peak by end of next week. The dragons are also awakening. But what I find here is interesting, because I take lyrics and I take signs from lyrics from the songs. The Holy Lamb of God. and did the countenance of divine shine forth upon our clouded hills? And was Jerusalem built here among those dark satanic mills? Bring me my chariot of fire. I think we're looking at round 3 here, like, guys. Dearie me. Let me pull some cards out. Yeah, I always get welled up when I listen to that, you know, but I'm like a forces baby, you know. I was a military kid. But I don't think it's that with me. I think it goes beyond that. I always get choked up, and I think of, we've all had like war heroes in the family and that type of thing. For me, it was my Uncle Matty, who died on Flanders Fields. You know, he was a young lad. He was a miner. He was forced to go into war, World War One, I believe. Young lad. And he got blown up in Flanders Fields in France. And I get choked by it. You know, when you'll know this, guys, in the audience. It's like you feel like you're connected with one of your ancestors, but you've never met them. And that's how I feel about my Uncle Matty. Yeah, I was a military brat. Right. Troops will go out. So as it stands at the minute, I'm not watching the news. I don't know what news are saying. I'm under an understanding there's a lot of Americans have gone missing over there. There's a lot of Brits over there. Look at this, guys. Sky News. What's it saying on Sky's News now? There's 2 timelines going on at the moment. The conversing and crossing, yes. Yes. So there's a definite passing here of money. And on my Twitch shows, I've, you know, in the past when I brought Uncle Matty through, and I actually did it on one of my live streams as well with Charlie Chaplin I brought through, and somebody from Outspitch. It's like they're going to do this again. They're going to build something else up again. You know what I mean? And I just want to put holy protection around to all the troops as well, you know. It's a plan. I hate it. It's like a plan. It's reduced numbers, whatever you want to say. Because it's all about money. That's what it's all about. So, but nevertheless, it's happening. They won't succeed, but that's our troops. There is miracles there. Hi there, Debbie. Is it excellent reporting on Sky News at the minute what they're saying? And you've got to think of the report as what's over there as well. You know, it's like dangerous for them as well. Oh, that's nice. You just had family round. That's nice. Ace of Swords. I'm being given a seal. There's a seal of God tonight. I don't know what that means. There's something happening. Angels are making a deal, or there's a seal of God that's coming through as like a prophecy there. But troops will go out, definitely. I've just seen a vision there of, it looked like army, but it looked like on the streets of New York, but I don't know if that's metaphoric or it's just or it's literal. It doesn't mean it's for terrorism. It could be for something else. And I'm getting problems with water, guys. We need to be careful of water. And we must, as sweethearts put here in Twitch, we must hold on to positive timelines. Onward, Christian soldiers, yeah. Revelation 7, God puts a seal on 144,000 people. Really? And 12,000 from each of the 12 tribes of Israel. There's a seal happening tonight. I didn't know that. There's something being done tonight. Oh, God, I feel so emotional. National Guard on streets of New York. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. I'm getting this something about the Ark of the Covenant. For anybody who's in this forum tonight and they're worried about their children, grown-up children, or their relatives who are in the armed forces, they are all protected. We'll do a prayer for them in a minute. Bless all our troops and families. Ark of the Covenant. This is really weird, and I'm trying not to be dramatic here, guys, right? I'm trying to be as calm as I can. At the minute, I've got 1,299 viewers at the moment. I don't know, that's on 2 streams, will be on 2 divided streams. But I'm trying to stay as calm as I can, but something huge is going down at the moment. And it's not just to do with Israel. It's more than that. I might have to do some remote viewing tonight, guys. I may have to do that. The Hanged Man. The Wheel of Fortune. So we're shifting to a new earth. There's all this happening. They're scurrying around and they're causing loads of problems, and people are getting puppeted. You've got people getting puppeted from both sides. And some people are just directly being used to cause destruction. It's the brink of World War III, yes. I'm going to do some remote viewing, yeah. But what we do have, we've got to take responsibility and hold that light. And like Brits always say, keep calm and carry on. Keep calm and carry on. But I have a funny feeling tonight there's 4 heads of the beast getting really rattled. There's something big going on at the minute, and it's military. What's going on? Well, the US Navy will go over to Israel and the Indian Ocean. Yes. But they haven't got to send too much over because they need to look. Yes, we've got to be there to help them. But also we've got to also protect our own land. Because this is an operation, what's going on at the moment. And I hope, because I've worked for the armed forces, you know what I mean? I've helped with murder inquiries with the police and stuff like that. I've done remote viewing and helped find soldiers in Baghdad and stuff like that. But what I'm getting tonight is that if anybody high up military is watching this, right, they probably would know this anyway. But they can't send them too many over because they need them in their own countries as well, like the US soil. And we need them in the UK soil and to protect our own countries as well, because terrorists, that's how terrorists work. Because as we are speaking, they are moving the terrorists in. God. They are moving the terrorists in. God forbid, God forbid. But they've been doing this for a few months. They've been easing them in. Intervention here. There's an intervention. I wonder if it's like Rambo on the streets, isn't it? We'll have to try and keep calm and carry on. We'll have to try and stay vigilant. We'll have to like be there for our family, neighbours, and there's a big shift of time across timelines going on as well at the minute. But there will be big announcements. Prep. Outcome's okay, but we're going to go through a bit of a rocky road to get there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a 5-minute break, then we're going to come back on and I'm going to do scanning into this world events. I want to send healing and blessings out to all the troops. And I'm going to look into the crystal ball because you can't ask the ball questions. I'm just going to go with my visions and then I'm going to do some remote viewing. It's up to us to protect us. What I want to say is we need to food prep. Even if you just go and, I don't mean panic buy, but even if you're just going shopping and just buying the extra few tins or packets of pasta in or whatever, just, of course it works really well if you've got something to store it in, like a cold garage, you know, but not everybody has a cold garage. I'm going to look back into the water thing because I've talked about this on previous streams on Sunday nights as well, about the water. I'm a little concerned about that because, not, you know, get your bottled water in, but you know, how much do you buy in? Do you know what I mean? And then, you know, it's plastic at the end of the day, so you've got to be able to keep it, store it cold. But people on budgets, you know, not everybody gets the bottled water. Dried food's the best, is it, May? This is going to be a weird one. Give me 5 minutes. I'm going to go make a coffee. I'm going to go and have a quick ciggy. And then I'm going to scry into the crystal ball and then we're going to see what we get, okay? But I'm trying to keep as grounded as possible. But, you know, I've been seeing these visions for a long time now. But yeah, I do believe that we need to just keep getting more extra packets and tins stuff in. We have to. And try and keep calm. Because, like I say, you know, there is a shift going on at the moment, but there's something big military going on as well. Special forces as we speak, linked around Biden. The White House is in communication now. Obviously he's made that announcement, but they're making plans, and also the UK manoeuvring in. But they're also high alert where we're going to have to be sharp, and it's got something to do with terrorism. It's terrorism. It's on a mass scale. Good God. It's on a mass scale. We have to keep positive. It's like something's been unleashed and these people are being triggered. You know, is it Hamas? These people, they're just it's all about the gold. But some people are just born evil. Do you know what I mean? They're just born evil where they don't give a shit and they'll just kill whoever and do whatever. I'll do the scrying. Give us Give us a few minutes. I'll be on as quick as I can. And then I'm going to see what's going on. The bowl will show us tonight, okay? So go and get your drinks in. I know they've slaughtered people and they've took people away. It's horrendous. And then I'm going to look into everything, okay? I need to nip to the loo, all right? And let's hope that I don't lose too many viewers. I'll be as quick as I can. Go make your coffee, your tea, whatever you need to do, your popcorn. I'll be back. And then we're going to look into this and we're going to get to the bottom of it, okay? Because sometimes I don't always rely on the cards. I like to go with my scrying and my remote viewing. And that's what I'm going to be doing tonight. Give us 5. I'm going to put my hometown picture on what my brother took. And I'll be back, okay? I'll not be long. Okay, give us a 5-5 if you can hear us. I'll just refresh my chat. Always when I refresh my chat, I lose it for a few minutes. It's coming back on. Wait for the YouTubers to come in. Hello there. Crazy times, eh? I startled you, so sorry, Mary. And a big thank you to all the moderators for keeping this forum on both sides safe. Yeah, keeping the trolls away and keeping it all safe. Remember, this is just my take on it, and I'm a scryer, I'm a tarot reader, I'm a psychic, I'm a medium, I'm a remote viewer, but I'm not always 100% right. I just give you my take, and it's for you to take your bits from it. Because, as you know, this is for entertainment purposes only. But what I do, I believe anybody can do. You just sort of see. You see things. You see things out of this physical world. I've always been able to do this from being little. So, but I always tend to try to keep grounded, you know. I'm not somebody that wants to promote negative. You're my responsibility. You're following me. You know, I'm a healer as well. That's most important. And my guides keep saying that we have to raise the vibration. And yes, some things look like it's a movie. What I've been saying for a while is that things aren't really happening, in real time. I believe what I mean by that is that everything is simultaneously all happening at the same time. Past, present and future. We are healing our ancestral roots. God keeps telling us this, my guides, my angels, the star beings, that we are creating our own reality. And it's hard when you start to ascend, because then when you start to ascend, you know what you have to do. But then you're looking down on everything what's happening and you're trying to keep people calm. So I'll tell you what I see and what's going to happen. And sometimes it isn't always nice. It isn't always nice. What's got me through this chaos is that I spent a lot of time in my garden with my family. I'm trying to be around nature. I listen to music. I do a lot of meditating. But everybody's different. Gardening really helps me. Being rooted on earth. How does war heal our ancestral karmic debt? It doesn't heal it. It's part of the healing process. What it is that we are all spirit beings and we're in a meat suit. And some are triggered because we have attachments. Some are born into lineages of darkness. And we've got to then heal to do the inner work to get rid of them attachments. Does that make sense? So in God's eyes, he reckons that anybody can change, because we are like little radio transmitters. So by us healing, we can change. So, you know, like when you've got in the truth community and that, and they'll say, oh, like the 13 Illuminati families and all of this, and you've got like the royal family and all of that, and the Rothschilds. I don't see it like that. I believe that, you know, where you've got good and bad in every family. You do. You've got good and bad in every family, and we can't judge. So that, you know, somebody could be, you could have a real bad family. Like, for example, you could have a mafia family, then you could have somebody really good in that family. So, because sometimes we choose our families to change things. Because remember, our children are on loan to us. We don't own our children. They are on loan to us. So children are born into families, sometimes bad families, to change or to teach them lessons. It's a very big subject. It's a soul's journey. And I'm going to be doing podcasts on it at some point. It's for us to heal. So it's hard when you're getting triggered by all this shit, what's happening. And obviously it's a big thing what's happening at the minute to do with what's happening in Israel. But like I said, I've said this for weeks now, something's going to kick off over there because it's old energy, what's to do with all their ancestors, to do with there's been so much trouble in the Middle East for a long, long time. So it's unhealed energy, and it takes the people to heal it. And yeah, you're probably thinking, well, how can they do anything about it because they're not running the country? That is true. We're not running the country. But what these bloody governments are supposed to be doing is they're supposed to be working for us, not the other way around. And that's where it got twisted. That's where it got out of balance. Like these buggers, what's over here in the UK. Do you know what I mean? I still say that there's going to be some sort of guy folks what's going to take place over here at some point, because that's the unhealed energy, what's sticking in a timeline. But you've got to understand is, and it's true what is in Ismay's put here in, am I pronouncing your name right? In Twitch, Israel's supposed to be the last. It's supposed to be the end of the mess. And that's what Trump said. So there's truth within the big book. You know, there's some of it's been manipulated by the Catholic Church, and some of it was taken out and misconstrued. There was a lot of the books were taken out. A lot of them were taken out. And I just believe that to control we, like all religion, to control we. But there is codes within the Bible. There is codes within all the holy books. And it's our responsibility, whatever you believe in, what gives you that comfort, that is fine. But you don't have to go to church or a temple to believe in God. It's within you. It's a soul's journey. And it's not about giving away your power, because you just then become powerful because you believe you're part of God. I am. It's all about I am. So I'm not a person that goes to church much. Very rarely. I know the vicar. It's a little country 16th century little church just down the road from me in the village. But I know it's the doors are open if I need to go and light a candle. You know, if I need to go and have a talk to God, I'll go and do that, which is very rare. I'll go and do that. Tonight, I wish them doors were open and I could take it in there. It's the most beautiful little church. But tonight we have formed this spiritualist church in here. And this is not just for Christians, this is for every religion. The doors are open. The doors are open because we are all mixed, and we are all here because we all want the same thing, which is peace on earth and freedom. And that's what's important. The Book of Enoch, yes. A lot of truth in that book. But whatever anybody thinks of Israel or doesn't think of Israel, as it stands, it's a beautiful little country with beautiful people in who are scared tonight. I use the crystals, yes. And then you've got Palestine as well, the innocent in Palestine. It's all over the world. Ukraine, Russia, everywhere. It's the people who are suffering. It's the people. So you get these radical people, you know what I mean, who are being triggered, be it either whatever attachments they have, or is it some technology? Because I believe all sorts of strange things is out there now because of all this technology, what's being held back from it. But then there is a godly thing where people are getting triggered because they've got attachments to demons and God knows what else. You know? It's happening. It's like, it's so complex. We have to try and hold the line and understand that even these people that are getting triggered, there'll be some good in them, but they've got lost along the way. And maybe religions change them that way, with radical religion. Or attachments they've got, but it all goes back to their ancestral roots. And it's part of their spiritual journey that they have to heal. But they've chose, this is school. This is school where we come to learn and teach and tell. And whoever's taken part in this movement to attack the Israeli people, the civilians, it's for God to judge when they get over to the other side. Because they may get away with it here, but they don't get away with it when they go over to meet the Maker. They don't. But it just means they're on a very low vibration and they're going to have to learn again. They'll be forced to come back again, or wherever other planet. Because I believe there's other planets worse out there than this planet. There's other Earth-like planets, and some of them are hell on Earth. A lot of us in this forum tonight believe it is like hell on Earth here because of all the suffering we've gone through. But there is a lot of beauty on this planet, and we have to hold on to that. And we've lost that along the way. There's no skull and bones in here, no. But a lot of these young men, which are taking part in this Hamas and that, you know, my concern is tonight that, and I'm not trying to be dramatic, I'm trying to be as calm as I can, have some of these radical people being moved into our countries. And they will be discussing this. There will be high security. They'll be looking into this. It's high alert on London tonight, is it? There were, you know, Israel's like the West. It's like they're like our allies, you know. It's horrible. My first boyfriend was Israeli. Well, I'd say my second boyfriend. And he went, I don't know if he's watching, he does follow us on YouTube. He's called Keith. And he went to the kibbutz. He went to the kibbutz, and you're going back into the 80s and that. And he said it was beautiful. Yeah. It's a place I've always wanted to go to. So Israel is the only democracy in the Middle East. That's very important, you know what I mean? And that they're trying to take that down. It's radical what's trying to take over this world, and it's not just radical from left and right. It's what's going on in the US. It's radical what's happening in China. It's happening all over, isn't it? And it's the sneaky radical we're coping with, the sneaky radical. But some of it's like literal in the face. let's start. I am concerned tonight as an empath, and I'm going to see what the bowl has to say. I've got I don't know who the Antichrist is, you know. I think the Antichrist comes through lots of different people. Excuse me if I'm drinking here. Right, let's have a look. Let's see what's going on. Because the ball never lies. So let's have a look. Okay. I'm going to go with my visions, guys, okay? I see planes, and I see planes coming out of the sky with bombs. I could cry. I see this dragon. I'm going to get prophecies here in this ball tonight. And she's a beautiful dragon. And like something out of myth or a legend. I do believe dragons flew around this planet long ago. And they're still there. They're in the outer realms. She's beautiful. She's got like long eyelashes and she's all pretty and she's got different colours. And she's weeping for Mother Gaia. She's a great white dragon with different colours in her. And it's as if she's in her own physical world. Jed's here. My faithful spirit guide, Jed. And he's saying that they're still there. They're locked away in another dimension. And as we are ascending, these beautiful beings can come out. So I'm not saying we're going to start seeing them flying through the sky, but anything's possible. It's like she's based in the Highlands of Scotland, underneath the loch. One of the lochs. She's shown me great arcs underneath seabeds. And she's shown me extraterrestrial energy is very strong on this planet at the moment. There is a futuristic world what's been held back from her. And I'm being shown Space Force. There was an interception around the Trump movement. He had enemies around him. I'm seeing this for all my Republican followers. It's important that you know this. He's not a bad man. But they will catch him out on lies. What they do is they collect the information. They collect the information on everybody. And when you turn against the system, they use that against you. They've done that with many. But he's got a big ego. Nobody's perfect. The 4th is going to go down in history. I'm seeing a lot of bombs. A lot of attacks. I don't know why I'm getting Yugoslavia tonight, guys. In Poland. This 3 triangular event I'm seeing could also be something still sleeping or not finished with, to do with Putin, the carry on there in Ukraine. big meetings to come, and I'm seeing the Oval Office, the Pentagon. Announcements will be made, and huge news coming in around Zelensky. This is distraction month, or shall I say distraction season, the fall. Outrage, people held hostage, and I want to send angel protection, Michael's sword, out to people tonight. This is horrible. A little while ago, I had a vision, and I talked about this on Twitch, I believe. I don't believe it was on YouTube. Can you remember, guys, when, I don't know if it was when Obama was in office, or David Cameron in the UK, when they were, oh good God, I'm getting into it now because my fringe is going up, like Harry Met Sally. When they were getting a hold of people and they had it on news, and they had this is horrible, Islamic people, like the state, they had people they had them, and they were ready to cut their heads off, and it was so horrible, and it was on news. Can you remember that? And then there was loads of incidents with bombs going, with the planes coming out the skies and that. This was on the news. I was witnessing this in the UK. Can you remember that? It was I remember it was time when I lived with Nikki, and we were sitting watching the news, and I'm saying, this is like a horror movie, this. Oh my God, I can't believe this is on the news. It's awful. It's like that energy is riling up again. That's what I'm saying. And that's my concern tonight. And I hope this doesn't come off. But I'm seeing similar situations like that. Yeah, like blackmailing. But it is theatre, yes. But it's really happening. That's what I'm saying. So what they do is they're using people. It's evil, really. But they're using people, and people are getting hurt in the process. It's horrible. Can you remember that? So I'm seeing a situation like that again. I'm seeing they look like military planes, like stealths. They're going off there. So there is something going down at the minute, and it's obviously we can't know everything, can we? Because we are talking secret military. But and be aware when people come forward, like whistleblowers from secret military, because secret military is not going to pass on the information. They're not. They're certainly not going to be out on YouTube either. Do you know what I mean? But as you know, I'm a remote viewer, and I am seeing underground sort of facilities here, and they're all over the globe. So it's Space Force, what I'm saying, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 targeting areas. I don't know if that's 5 countries. But it's going to be don't look over here, look over there. It's it's all going on all at the same time. It's distraction. It's distraction season, guys. But it is really happening. That's what when you get people saying, oh, it's a movie and it's not really happening, that's stupid. Of course it's really bloody happening. There'll be people in this audience who will know this because they've got their kids in the bloody military and stuff like that. Of course it's bloody well happening. Do you know what I mean? But what I'm saying to you is that the movie is that it's not happening in real. It's happening, but it's been planned to happen. it's been planned to happen, so it's not happening in real time. Even though it's happening in real time, they planned all of this. Okay. Right. So there's going to be repercussions. There could be repercussions. I think what we've got here is a very delicate situation. So if troops do go in to help, they could get a bit nasty and try and retaliate on certain countries. They could. But what I'm feeling here is it's something about, while all this is going on, there could be like power cuts and stuff like that. Or worry with food shortages. But if you go back to like previous wars, like my nana, she had the ration tickets in World War II. So it could be if there's trade what's blocked, because they need the trade to go down, everything is going to change. The food industry is going to change. The banking system is going to change. Everything's going to change because the system is failing with. So they're manoeuvring in situations to make it change, to bring in change. They'll create a situation so even the good operators and the bad operators want this to happen. I know that sounds really horrible because we're having to move into like a new world. So we need to prep. It's very important that we prep. But it's possible that there could be some problems to do with fuel over the winter. You know how they blamed the gas prices on the Ukraine war, so that it's like there's some other situations like that still to come in. So then they're going, you know, like if things go really bad, or if we have a cyber attack from Russia or whatever happens, supposedly, if then they go, oops a daisies, this isn't working now. So then Musk will come in and say, right, we're gonna maneuver in this technology, Starlink or whatever, or free technology. This is how they'll do it. They're getting ready. So even though there's a lot of bad operators happening, there's also good operators happening. It's a process we're going through. Does that make sense? So this is where the Galactic Federation will come out, because they will have to help United States and they will have to help the world. I'm not so sure about that. There was a treaty signed, yes. What my guides are seeing is what they're going to do is they're just going to maneuver in and get prepared with the new technology. They're not going to disclose everything, Mary. They won't disclose everything because it's secret military. But Trump did that. Trump came forth with his dramatic, remember that time? When he was in office, it was like the dramatic, this is Space Force, you know what I mean? We had it, you know, but then it's all gone quiet because Trump's not there now, because they wanted to shut him up because he would have blabbed everything to it. That's what Kennedy was going to do. Yeah. That's why Kennedy went. Because he was going to tell her too much. Grateful. I had a weird dream the other night. Just pulled in from a grocery store and I could finally type. So grateful for the truth. Okay. We must stay vigilant, yeah. Gas prices are going to go up again. I'm telling you that now. Yeah. Watch for big announcements coming in with France. A lot of changes are going to take place around the world. a lot of old players are going to leave. I got a funny feeling about Benjamin Netanyahu. Am I pronouncing that right tonight? I got a funny feeling about him. And I see a new leader to take place within the next couple of years. Might be sooner. It doesn't look good for Israel tonight. So where does it stand on the minute on the news? What are they saying? Are they getting everybody out of Israel? Or are they just hiding away in the houses? What's actually going on, guys? A lot of people are getting bad dreams, yeah. In Texas, gas prices is $2.95 a gallon. Jane, did you hear about the kids going missing on the bus and the people in the hospitals? Not the kids on the bus. I didn't know about that one, Jane. Is that the UK or the US? Phoenix is $4.99 a gallon. It's very worrying at the minute. So this triangular event I'm getting, yeah, it could have been about the earthquakes on Saturday, New Guinea and Afghanistan. It could be that, but I still think there's more to come. There's a lot of different events to take place here. So there's outer side influences here to do with what's happening with this situation with Israel. Hamas, the people which are behind that. I'm getting Iran, it's coming through very, very strong. Funding. They're giving us the letter TA. Now, I don't know what that means. Ooh. I got this the other night. This is dead strange. I got this the other night on when I did me last. Amor Domini. I'm seeing that again. And they're giving us Pfizer, Fauci fall. Pfizer, Fauci fall. It's coming through really strong. I'm going to ring my bell. There's a lot going on that we don't know. A lot of operations going on behind the scenes we do not know. I can see people from Israel, I don't know if they're putting them into big places, trying to keep them safe. But are they like putting them somewhere in hotels out the way, or looks like a big flat roofed building, or there's going to be, I don't know if it's like a makeshift hospital or something, or this is going to go on for a few weeks. It's not good. Anno Domini, in the year of our Lord. That's what I'm being given. So Hamas has kidnapped a large number of hostages. I'm going to pull some cards on that to see if they're going to get these hostages back. God forbid. I've never heard of Steve Ben. So he does the news over there. Are they going to get these hostages back? Do you get a year number now? It's now, Teddy. And I'm getting They're showing us it in Latin. Wait a minute. I did that at school. V11. V11. That's 7, isn't it? V11. I know I'm a no done am I. But that could be the 5th or the 11th. Couldn't it? That's actually remember the 5th of November. Oh my God. It could be that. You see, you've got to be like a blinking detective when you're given the things. You've just got to work it out. Right, will they get the hostages back safely? There'll be warships as well, yes. I see Rishi Sunak making an announcement as well, you know, about high alert troops, maybe standing on alert. Burning somewhere, something burning, and they're trying to get them away. It looks like an island on your shore. Hostages. I'm just hope that I'm not picking up, you know, like when I had said that I could see hostages and it's on news. I hope it's not a situation like that I'm seeing again. Right, everything's an illusion. I've got the illusion card and I've got the justice. So some of them will get freed. We have to raise this vibration in this forum tonight that this will happen. That's like celebration. I see some young man and he's coming through like it looks like customs, and the cameras are clicking and he's saying something. They took women as well, is that right? That's really strange. Why would I get that vision? Is that true? Is that true? So I'm starting to talk in light language. I say coalition. What's a coalition? That just doesn't make sense to what's out on the news, and I don't understand what this vision means. But I'm gonna give you it, guys. It doesn't mean it's literal. It might just be the higher selves of Biden and Trump. But I can see Biden and Trump in a room together, and they're being forced to work together, and Trump's giving his take on what should be done. Why would I get a strange, what the hell? Why would I get like a strange vision like that? Isn't that weird? Coalition, a group of people who come to an agreement and work together. I'm being given that. Oh my God, I know I'm right. All the hairs are going up on my arms and I'm going all goosebumpy. Because Biden's an idiot. No. But I'm being shown that. I mean, it might just be, it's not literal. Let's not get carried away, you know. But you never know. So don't take this as fact. It might just be that I'm picking up on both the higher selves. Because the both could be being used, do you know what I mean? Like puppets. Oh yeah, well that you give Trump his due, like he's a good negotiator, isn't he? But let's not feed into too much. Let's just hold the line for these people of Israel tonight. Because everything's an illusion at the moment, but I've got justice. So yeah. But if they're that evil to come in and take the people, That's my concern, you know. But there's a clause on this and it's very, very quick. But if that literally could happen and they could pull together, or it might not be them two, it could be Republican and Democrats all coming together, because it could be like a war-like situation where they've got no choice and they have to work together. So Trump already said he would help any way he could. He had a good relationship with the world leaders. They didn't walk all over him. Exactly. So let's hold the line there. But we've got the close card, which means these are very powerful cards, guys. Very, very powerful cards. So these are very sort of like major arcana cards, and they're very, very powerful what's coming out. It's going to get very dramatic over the next couple of weeks. Lots of daffodils. We're past spring. But we're in, is it Australia's spring, isn't it? Or certain parts of the world is spring. Unless it's something to do with the yellow flowers, sunflowers, daffodils. Big news coming out. Man standing at an airport. Something about an airport and it's all coming out. 4 of Wands here. There is worry with women. How many women have they took tonight? Took today? Have they took many women? Oh my God, this is awful. Have they took children? Or is it just men they've abducted? There's also a woman to come in to negotiate things as well. So I don't know who she is. So there'll be people what we don't know. There'll be people like sort of MI5, 6 people, you know, people working behind the scenes. I tell you who she reminds us of. That woman. Judi Dench. She played in the James Bond films. That type of woman. Negotiations, you know, there'll be British embassy, there'll be American embassies, there'll be all sorts of things happening to try to get these people working with. All countries are coming together behind the scenes tonight as we speak. There is worry. There is worry that they're trying to do something worse. So you know all this farce where they were saying like Trump took out this leader and then ISIS was gone. There's always like other ones popping up, isn't there? It's just got more powerful and they've been funded, or it's changed. That's what I'm feeling. It's just, or it's been turned back from what Trump did. It's like they've been given back power. It's really weird what I'm picking up tonight. Oh, Maggie Thatcher would have sorted all this out, like. Oh yeah, definitely. Give her a due, she would have sorted all this out. Got the Emperor, and we've got the 6 of Cauldrons. I mean, what I can't understand is how the Israeli intelligence didn't pick up this up. They were supposed to be, they've got a dome and everything, and they're supposed to be like all the high-end technology. How they haven't picked this up. It's not good. I mean, could you imagine waking up in the morning knowing that there's thugs running through the streets trying to abduct you? Good God, could you imagine it? How scary is that? There's international connections, definitely. Hamas use no technology they've been let in. Oh my God. They've been let in. It's takeover. 15, 17's coming out again. You need a secret trapdoor in your home. Ooh, we need something. Yes, totally agree. Council tax is just designed to keep the poor in poverty. Yes, of course, we've got eclipse season and we haven't got to feed into these energies. Definitely. But I'm going to pull 3 more cards out, right? That's freedom. So there is some hope, but there also is some tears. God forbid. God love them. God protect them. That all these people can get out or get away. The large flat building is where they're holding them. That's where they're holding them. Where they've taken them. I have to negotiate with them to get them back. The West is connected. Guys, the West is connected with it, and I don't know how it's connected. I'm going to ask if they can use another lock. Could they use another lockdown on me because of this worry? They could, but I'm actually getting it's a little bit different to that. It's more to do with cutting it off. So they'll step in, you know, like we've got to do this and we'll do this, and it's like to do with the technology or cyber attack or heat with the winter coming. But this is the new world. It's rolling in now. The new world is rolling in. We've got the star card. This is all this quantum energy, what's coming in. New technology. And it's actually saying we are protected. So the people of Israel will be fine. Let's hope. But there's just so much evil at play. It's just I'm trying not to feed into it, guys. I'm trying to see what's ahead of the game. What can't be stopped with a timeline, not what they're capable of doing, because I'm not even going to go down that pathway. There is a pathway where I don't like what I see, where it looks like infected soil and people can't go in, and I hope that doesn't take place. I hope that doesn't take place. But that's the children of New Israel, all the little star seeds over there. So I believe that the people of Israel will be okay in the end. But I want to say that the people of Israel are being lied to by the governments. Catherine, connected to the end of the Second World War, the agreement given the Palestine land to Israel, Jerusalem, etc. That is why the song Jerusalem came to you, LG. Yeah, my guides give us it. And it's a song what really gets to me. Yeah. The people of Palestine have been victims too. Everybody will be okay. It's like we're witnessing the last of the cabal hitting a peak, and this is like the grand finale, and they're coming out the woodwork, onto the stage. That's what we're witnessing at the moment. And of course the planets aren't helping, so it's bringing it all to the forefront type of thing. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, the Israeli musical festival was hit, many hostages taken from there. Oh my God. But I am being shown that there's hope here. I want to say the next 2 to 3 weeks is very dodgy. We'll know more by then. I'm going to do some remote viewing, guys. Not to forget Hammer Surprise by coming in with parachutes, hard to detect. All right. It's going up so fast. Walker Houghty, family member in Air Force. They do not have invisible planes. It's amazing people believe everything they... Oh, it's going up too fast. Sorry. D Dandy, I like this. The energy is so thick at the moment, I cannot see past the muck. That isn't present exactly. I want to do some remote viewing, guys, to see where these hostages are. Are you up for it? And I'm going to dim the lights and see what else is coming in. I'm just going to look a little bit more. But I've got the Empress card. That's like New Earth. It reminds us of that song. It's called Time, and it's by Yanuka. Get the chance, watch it. I'll try and link it in the description of the YouTube video afterwards, right? She's a Ukrainian artist, and she writes all her own music. She's really good. It's not like Hollywood type of artist. You're talking like a real artist, okay? And she wrote the song Time before the actual Ukraine carry on happened. And I love the video so much because it's like where we are nearly at now. The video is just so haunting, and it's like showing you what we're coming into with New Earth. I wish I could play it now and show you, but I'll get done for copyright, so I can't do that. But when you get a chance, Anuka, which is... It's called Time. Part of the video, she's standing there and she's got this little girl, and she's standing there, and I believe like a man's on the hill, and he's got like his flute, and he's got like a long beard and that, and it's so haunting, the music. And then this looks like this demon coming over the hill on a black horse, and she opens like the Bible, and she's smouldering the sage smouldering at her, at this demon, and the little girl's got the flute. It's but it's New Earth. It's talking about after the fallout, oh my God, after the great change, after, I don't mean fallout with, I hope I don't mean fallout of nuclear, I don't mean that, but it's like everything falling, should I say, get me words right here, everything falling, changing, a massive reset. And it's a new Earth, and I see Earth divided into 3 sections. You've got the new Earth, where people are not in the system at all, totally independent, totally free. And then you've got the crystal grid. You've got people who are living in the crystal grid and they're happy with the crystal grid. They may have the chip in the hand and all of this. And then you've got no borders, right? So something drastic has to happen for that to happen. And then you've got the extraterrestrial beings outed living here. I'm not saying like little green men from Mars. It could just be people from Venus or people what look like us. Do you know what I mean? And it's peace. And you may be friends if you're like, say, you're living in the crystal grid and you've got a friend who's living in New Earth, but everyone's accepting it. Everyone's accepting it. So the technology is free for the people who want to be in the crystal grid. And for the ones who want to be in New Earth, they've created their own technology with the windmills and the homeopathic medicines, and it's just so different. And there's no governments. This is what I see. There is people who help people, and it's more smaller communities. So for us to get to that, something big has to happen. And as Kay's put here in YouTube, Israel has one of the highest land security surveillance systems. They knew what was coming. I totally agree. So above the controllers, which I'll say again, you've got the good guys and the bad guys. There's no, black hats, white hats, whatever way you want to put them. They're working together. All right? And they're forming, they know what has to come. They've been forced. They know what they have to do. They have to agree to disagree. So you could have a devil worshipper working with a bloody, I don't know, somebody holy and thou. They put that to side because they're working. The higher you go up this Illuminati ladder, they know the technology, what has to come in, what's been held back from greed and power, and it's all going to be flooded in. We're going to notice over the next 10 years, you're not going to recognize this planet 10 years from now, the influx of high AI, artificial intelligence, what's going to come in. And people are scared of it because they see it as like the beast, right? But it's not the artificial intelligence, it's who's been behind it. So once it's outed, then you've got a choice of what you want to be in. That's where we're heading. It's not going to be like that, Mary. I mean, I'm not following in the other groups, but how Mary's put here about the Galactic Federation and the other ETs have to disclose their presence to humanity, but to say they have to use disclosure, it's not going to be like that. It's going to be that we're in the disclosure now. We it's going to be individual groups will have contact. They don't want to come over as God. They're not God. They're just us. They're just us which have been born on another rock. And it's scientifically going to be explained. When the man stands in snow, we will know the truth. It could be a scientist who's standing on Mars or a Martian, or it will be scientifically proven. Because you think it's bad now with everything what's happening with the transgenders and stuff like that. You just wait, right? Because once it is outed, they're not going to want to be called aliens. They'll be just another race of people. It's just another race of people what's been born on another rock. So there'll be more isms. Or are we going, you have to comment on the link below what you think, or are we going through all these isms to prepare us for what's to come? You ever thought of that? Because some of these beings don't even have a gender. They're preparing with. They are preparing with. But they don't want to come over as godlike, because they're not godlike. they're just like us. They've just never been held back from the technology we have, because we were born onto this prison planet with the Nephilim and all of that, the Archons and all of that, reptilians, whatever you want to call them. But we're catching up. I mean, I don't believe we're in 2023. I've questioned everything. It's been labelled as 2023, but I don't believe we're in 2023. You need to question everything. And you see, once it all comes out about the science, and then we'll realise that we're the hybrids as well, that's going to change medicine. And that's why they wanted to lock in the pharmaceutical and everything. And yes, there's been some great interventions with pharmaceutical, but not all of it. Antibiotics, one of the greatest inventions of all time, which has saved many, many lives. But then it got oversubscribed, didn't it? But once it comes out about our DNA, we'll find that there's different medicines for different types of our DNA, because everything's about DNA. Everything. We're on a very fine line at the minute. We're at a crossroads, and it's actually as I speak. And I've actually got X here, which could be to do with Twitter. He's going to step in, Everyone's playing the role what they need to play. Everyone. I'm very concerned tonight. I keep getting 5 and 6. 4, 5, 6 and 7. They're coming up very strong to do with Israel. Oh, they're coming again. Hello there, little girl. Should we dim these lights? Is it getting past your bedtime? Zanala. I know, God love her. She's so full of love. Can you hear her purring? Yeah, I feel individual people will have contact. I don't know what this is. We're flicking the tail at us. Is this like some sort of ritual they do? And they're just so lovely. But even that, I don't believe that they're going to come flying out of the sky, because they don't want to frighten people. Not everybody's ready. Majority of people are ready, but a lot of people aren't. They can't intervene with our spiritual. They're getting used to their technology before they come in. Oh no, she's so sweet. Let's turn that round so you can see her. Oh, is that a greeting? Is that what she does? The pair of it. I don't know where the other one's gone. Because you need your windy up mousey, don't you? So Mummy's just going to do some remote viewing. I'm going to dim the lights. She likes the remote viewing. Just having a little scratchy there. Can you see? What's that saying? Dogs need masters, cats need staff. I have become the slave. I am succumbed to these magnificent creatures. These two queens. They're so funny. Right, Mummy's going to put these tarot cards away. And it's very important that we're going to do this. I'm just going to dim the lights. Yes, and I need my glasses. She knows I need my glasses, because when I'm going to put the glasses on, guys, right? just so I can get some darkness so I can see what I can see. In me, you've already had some contact. Yeah. You can get contact by meditating, and they'll come through to you. They connect with you through meditation. I strongly recommend that we prep, because I think we're in for a hell of a ride of a Christmas. It's going to be a very spiritual Christmas, guys. Oh, you just got something stuck on her fur. What is that? She's got jam stuck in her... You've got jam, strawberry jam stuck on your fur, baby. Right, so give us 2 minutes. I'm just going to go and dim the lights. I hope she doesn't knock this. Give us 2 minutes. I think Nala wanted to take over the podcast. She's so cute, isn't she? Oh, here's the other one. I'll just wait for her to settle. Are you going to go to sleep? Are you going to go to sleep, baby girl? No? Then there's Miss Trouble over there, little panther. Go and play with your sister. Don't click me leather chairs. She's ruined my leather chairs. Don't click Mummy's leather chairs. The O negative, yeah. Well, the O negative's because we don't have the monkey gene in, which means that we haven't come from Adam and Eve, basically, or from Nathaniel man or whatever. Can you hear her scratching at me leather seats? She's got a little booty in the air, getting up to mischief. Go and play with your sister. What I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to give her that, because we're not using it anymore. I'll roll it on the floor. Go and play with the bell. There you go. Right, they play football with it. Right, they'll play with that. Right, I'm going to use this as a transmitter. I can do that, Wendy. On TikTok, a guy teaches you how to talk cat language. I do that because I'm an animal communicator, and I've been doing that this afternoon. My daughter-in-law thinks I've lost the plot, but I can talk with them. So I'm going to use this as a transmitter. I've dimmed the lights. I'm going to put this on. I know I look like a bloody fly. All right. But it just helps us to remote view. Just look at it like I'm like 11 off Stranger Things. All right. And I'm just going to see what I can see and see what's happening with these people who've been abducted. Okay. Okay. Right. Right. Right, I'm getting like a large facility, like a lot. It looks a bit like an aircraft hangar. That's what it looks like. Like a cold feeling. It's very airy. And I see people, these people who've been abducted, I feel they've been taken there. And I get a strange feeling, you know. I get this sort of like a Nazi type of feeling. They don't look like they are, but there's this energy of like a, oh my God, it's like what they went through in Auschwitz and that. It's like a horrible feeling that they're being trapped. Because it looks like people in uniform, a green uniform, and they're handing them papers and telling them they have to stay where they have to stay. And located into this place where it's like large flat buildings and they're all being taken into different areas. I'm seeing a military guy and I'm getting a United States of America energy. He's got like grey hair. He's quite like high up military. Negotiations being made. And they're helping them connected to do with Israel, but they're helping. I don't know why he's independently making a phone call energy to these people, not direct, indirect, three-way conversation. It looks like a great big room, and you're talking a highly advanced technology up on screens. I'm getting this is connected to do over Israel. And they're talking with other people from the US, beyond, through this highly advanced technology. It looks like it's holographic. I'm not saying it, but it's like they're coming up through on the screens. Lots of screens in this place. Very, very highly advanced technology. A lot of glass. They're moving these people and they're putting them on a truck, and they're trying to get intelligence in there to get them out. I see a truck. DL58. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's where they're taking them, or that's some code. I don't know if it's Afghanistan. It can't be Afghanistan. Right. It's not. It's Azaz is something. They're taking them somewhere, and they've had a tip off how they can get them. But these people who've been abducted, they've been taken off into 3 different directions. I see a man, and he's a young man, and he's quite handsome, a little bit of a goatee beard. He was just there for the music, and he's like being taken away. He's got his head in his hands. They can't even make a phone call. ransom. They're being told that they'll be held on to for a certain time and they have to put up and shut up. And they're taking them off to these facilities. Buses. There's a uniform connected who are ordering this. The uniform, it's dark. I don't know if it's like a dark bottle green or a darkish colour. There's a red-white connection. Yeah. Officials taken over. Oval Office. High security. Pentagon. Warning. Airports. Like an airport. Lots of them. Planned event. I'm seeing an opening. It looks like a triangle. It's as if you're coming out. I don't know if it would be like a subway or out of somewhere, or a large structural building, and it goes like that as you're coming out. It appears to look like that underneath this sort of concrete. Well, pictures on walls. Art on wall. I'm panic. I'm hearing panic. Event. It's cold. It's not very warm. The 25th is being given. Terror attacks. Terrorism. Paid operatives for distraction. That's the energy I'm getting. I'm in a submarine, guys. I'm just randomly in a submarine. I'm getting a very British feeling. Is it British? It's high alert. It's high alert more than ever. We will have high alert in this country. Gunmen, US. Not just normal. It's different. Lots of them. Dark colours, dark clothing. They look like snipers. Hills something. Vegas. lots of tube type of structures. Man working with these structures, connected, all connected, explosion of building. It's the rise of New Earth, and it's triggering people. It's going to be crazy. If things get too much, just turn the news off. Dam break. In Yellowstone Park, shut down. Cut off. Danger. Danger. The bowels of hell have opened. The armies of soldiers, armies. Michael's army. It's like, just like Stranger Things, it's like the underworld, the upside down world is coming in with the world. Beautiful beings. I'm seeing them now. There's 3 of them. Feminine energy. Beautiful goddess energy. She showed me a waterfall in radioactivity. But she's also shown me we must prepare for New Earth. They will try the water. We must watch the water. It's only temporary, this horror. She's telling us that we need to, like a British saying, keep calm and carry on. The water. It's in the water. It will be in the water. There is another event to come. They will say that this is a virus. It's not, it's in the water. The water. Stop. Because we are ascending, it's going to bring up all old wounds and people's pain. And some people can't cope because they're not ascended enough. And this is why it'll be a rise of crime. As this rise of crime takes place over the next two years, they will maneuver in high. The internet will change massively within 2 to 3 years. And they will maneuver in cyber police onto the internet. They can't break it down. They can't save. It will be changing the internet. They can't break down anymore. They've broken it down and they know what they need to take through from our system now into the new world, and the rest will be lost. Seas will rise, seas will part. It is biblical times. They will come from the ocean, not the sky. It is not the way they access. They will come from the ocean. They sleep. They will rise. They are already here. Yes. New Guinea. I don't know where I'm getting New Guinea. Where is New Guinea? That's something big coming in around that area into the near future. Farming lands will change. They will attack the farmers. The food industry will be under attack, the meat industry. So we have to prep for this winter. It will be fine. It's temporary. Turn everything. This is a message coming through from this angelic being. Turn everything from a negative into a positive. Whatever you can take from this tonight. Because everything is frequency. Everything is energy. There'll be a big announcement, and it'll come in from a man on World News, and there's an uproar with this. He's trying to say that we will own nothing but be free. And I know this has already been said by a certain someone, but this is actually being manoeuvred in through an event. But what you need to understand is it will not come off the way he says it is. And we will it will backfire on them, and we will have more freedom in the end, because God has us. Godspeed, guys. Godspeed. This is New Earth. I feel so emotional. We all assigned here. We all assigned here to be here at this specific part in this life at this time. We have done this before. This is biblical. Even the artificial intelligence will be working in our favour. I'm sticking with that timeline. With what these three angelic beings, the cherubims, highly advanced angelic beings, smiling. Don't be afraid of change. Change will bring greatness. Don't feed into the negative. What we must do tonight is send love. We need to send love to the enemy. We need to send love. I recommend the colours we need is... Ooh. Yes, do you reckon that as well? We need to send love. Light, beautiful white light, baby blue, like a powder blue, a powder pink, a powder lemon, all the pastel colours. Play around with them, breathe them in when you're going to sleep tonight. Imagine you're putting yourself wrapped in like a pink marshmallow or whatever. But we need to send the colours out. All the colours out to Israel and all over the globe. Ukraine, everywhere. We need to send it out everywhere. Even to the people we do not like. You are all blessed tonight. You are all protected tonight. Remember, these are timelines that I've looked into. And we will be all right. Expect a storm. But remember, we've done this before, in another place, in another time. I might not have been the one talking. It could have been one of you in the audience. I always say that. Don't forget, there's been this highly advanced technology. What's been out there? And what they do is they change it and they stop it, and then we start again. We're in the 9th gate of human civilization, and it's all going to... But this time we've won. But we just don't realise that yet. It's already happened. Trust what I'm saying. The light is there in the end. The glory is there in the end. The worth is there, and I'm sticking with that. I've never felt so strong, so positive. I bless you all tonight. I'll be back on again soon. I'm off to make a hot chocolate and to sort my kitty cats out. My little ETs. Because cats are from Venus. Good night. Stay safe. And stay well. And stay strong. And stay blessed. Wherever you all are around the world, this is your Psychic LJ. Signing out. I'm off now. And I've been on for how long? 3.5 hours. I think it's by the time I go to bed. I'm praying tonight for everybody involved in Israel that there's peace. And to everybody around the world that we are protected. Good night, guys. Stay safe. And may the force be with you all. Good night. See you soon. Bye.